kind of inconsistent because he plays so many ones and so like random Pokemon.
All right, we do see the Galvantula start and a Trubbish start. James go ahead and is playing the Skyfield card.
Alright, so we will see an N, and that's kind of disappointing. With this Rainbow Road deck, you really want to like have an explosive turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah, he didn't have any other basics in hand, nor any Ultra Balls to try to search out something. He does play the Koopa EX, so I'm sure if he gets an Ultra Ball, he'll try to find that. And we see 2 Ultra Balls, and that's Xerneas.
So he used the double colors, but he's kind of apprehensive of actually playing it because his opponent has played 2 anti-man.
We are going to see James get rid of one of his Super Rods and another Ultra Ball.
Oh, Koopa was hanging out on top of the deck.
At the top, I know it made him nervous. And we're going to see him go ahead and Scoundrel Ring.
He does play a few random EXs, does the Volcanion only for the dual type. No steam ups are going on here. He plays the Flygon EX, where if it's active, you can make your opponent, you can catch or something up from your opponent. It's their way around Jolteon in this build. And he also plays a Genesect, which can't use its attack, but its ability actually comes in handy. Put a Float Stone on Genesect, just like he did, and later on in the game, you're like, I need this Float Stone. Alright, I'll pick it back up and play it on someone else. So Trainer's Mail for an Ultra Ball, and then Ultra Ball getting probably Yveltal. Fright is also a pretty good card in this matchup. Just because of the one prize attacker and him having so many EXs. Alright. So he actually starts pretty well.
Yeah, he was able to, search out that Fright, get the EX as well. Was able to attach the energy for turn, followed by the N. He's going to get 6 new cards, hopefully maybe finding that Float Stone, potentially being able to knock out this Joltik and then hitting 60 on one of those EXs and
Right, and
bench.
here we see the big card in the matchup, Parallel City. Xerneas for Rainbow Force, you require a lot of different types of bench Pokemon, and Parallel City is just insane against this deck because you limit them to 3, they have to discard the Pokemon, and you don't play that many ways to get the Pokemon back.
And we do see an elixir from James. He was able to get that Fairy Energy on the Xerneas, which is now ready to attack with that both with the Fairy and the double colorless.
That's a shame. I really wanted to see the Galvantula attack the turn.
Oh, well,
Just be like, bam, bam.
He does have his Galvantula now.
Yeah.
You might actually get to see the Galvantula attack you wanted to see.
Yeah.
You did. Look at that. James not being able to retreat the Galvantula attacks, putting 60 on both of those Yveltals on the bench. Yveltals.
Oh, I love it so much. Just the fact that it does weakness the bench.
You do see a Flare Gun from Roan, but if you can't find a Float Stone, and James finds another one of his Fairy Energies, Roan's bench Pokemon aren't looking too great now.
No, not at all. You actually do see James's hand is full of energy.
We'll see an attach and pass. He does have that other energy, has the Skyfield, and he'll be able to start playing down his EXs again, including that Shaman that's going to let him draw.
This is really good for James. Yes.
We do see
I love Galvantula.
We do see the Galvantula attack again.
Okay, Fury Belt, so the Yveltal will survive another attack. And then we see an N. Alright, both players still get 6. We're just 20 minutes into the game now. And basically,
This is a good
Galvantula is
game,
doing really good.
Yeah, this Galvantula is doing all of the work he can, and sadly for Roan, he misses the float stone again. Jim's realizing, hey, these Galvantulas are going to be doing quite the work. Plus the experience share on that bench Joltik, just in case his active Galvantula goes down, he can get that energy back.
He's trying to use the damage counter from the Fright Night Yveltal to move it
whoops.
to the Yveltal, yes.
There we go. Instead of taking the knockout on this Fright Night Yveltal, he decides to wait. Potentially now next turn, he can take 3 more prizes, and then the turn after that, if these Galvantulas keep up, we'll be able to knock out the EX as well. If Roan can't get that Garbodor out of the active.
Alright, so there's the second Parallel City.
Finally finds the float stone.
Alright, maybe he's gonna try to come back. There's another Galvantula. This is so
He's
good.
ready to go.
I am so happy right now.
Definitely not the attacker Jim thought he was going to go into this match using most.
no,
but
it's
here we
pretty
go.
good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
When all your opponent's cards say this is weak to lightning, Galvantula's amazing.
And his attack for only needing a colorless works so perfectly with this game, with this deck.
Yeah. And it's dual type, like they just made it too good. Should be banned. A lot of energy for James. And he decides to take the 4 prizes, alright. Enhanced hammer, alright. And now Rowan can knock out this Galvantula and put 60 on the Genesect. The XP share doesn't even work because of Fright Night. Oh, no, never mind. There's no Fright Night guard. No!
Yeah, this being the instance where maybe Rome's garb hurt him more than it's hurting James.
Yeah, and he didn't get the end. So now he has this huge hand.
Oh,
He attached the
wait a
Xerneas to
minute.
a Xerneas. It's like a cast form, right? You can attach it.
It was a fully pink card, you know, close to the energy.
And on the last card, he gets the elixir. And he attached to the Xerneas instead of the Galvantula, so... Can
Well,
he even attack
Galvantula
this
has
turn?
the energy on it from the EXP share.
No, oh, that's right. It's just covered. There we go. He did not hit the other Max Laser. Picks up the float, puts it back down, just
puts
because
it
he
right back
can.
down. Oh, because he can.
Just because he can.
No, we can't because of Garbodor. That's why he put
Oh,
it back. That's why he
okay.
put the float zone back on.
Oh boy. I missed Garbodor twice in this game.
No, you need to let them know that it's this.
It was already there, right?
Yeah.
It was
Go.
from the EXP share works.
Yeah, the energy should be on there.
That's looks like they were confused, but we're gonna go ahead and make sure that it's taken care of properly.
Alright, luckily we caught it, and we should be able to just rewind. He hasn't seen the card,
Yeah,
so
that's-
he's able to attack. Okay, there we go. We almost had a big mix-up here.
Yeah, that would have been.
See, I'm not the only one that misses stuff.
You know, and I mean that's fair because all of a sudden you have confusion with going to pick up the float stone from that Genesect and then realize, oh yeah,
There is
Garbodor.
Retreat, does he have the Pokemon to attack with? Oh,
Volcanion does count for it's either 2, 4, 5. Yep, and that's the last
The
prize card.
Galvantula's also too.
Yep.
So good.
So having 4 typings with just 2 Pokemon, James is able to secure that first game, knocking out the Yveltal Garb or the Garbodor on that last attack.
No, the
Yveltal. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yveltal, yeah. Man, that was cool. And even through Parallel City, just Galvantulas. killing a lot of Utahs.
Yeah, being able to extend itself to the bench, getting 60 because of the weakness.
So most pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's it was pretty exciting to see the Galvantula. I know you were excited to see it. Almost didn't look like it was gonna happen at first, and he attacked and went, "Yep, this is gonna be my strategy now. I'm just gonna use all the attacks I can from this Galvantula."
Yeah, I guess the one way to break through the heavy energy hate from Utah guard is just to attack with one energy attacker.
Yeah, we did see Roan trying to flare grunt and use the hammer to get rid of the special and the active, but it almost seemed like James didn't ever not have an energy in his hand.
Yeah,
he was always ready to go again, even if it got knocked off. And that's even we saw towards the end he missed a couple of elixirs. But I think he was just doing that to use the cards because he knew all his energies weren't in the deck anymore. He had them all in his hand or on the field, so.
Alright, so it looks like they were re-sleeving a
Oh,
card.
it looks like maybe a sleeve must have busted while they were shuffling up, so we had to flip it real quick, but they're almost done now.
Alright, let's see if Roan can mount a comeback. Down 1-0 in finals of Dallas Regionals 2017 Junior Division.
Alright, just from the brief glance we got, James' hand is looking pretty nice. Now, 2 of those Xerneas. He has, I think, 2 elixirs, and an energy. So, he should be able to get one of these Xerneas. He's almost fully powered this first turn. So, Roan going first.
There's that Fright Night. And then, alright, those max elixirs are going back to the deck, unfortunately for James. Alright, both players to draw 6. James is getting 1 energy. I think Shaman too.
And I saw he plays the Xerneas Break, which is just the 1.
Yeah, it's another out against Jolteon.
Having all of those. As is, he's only playing DCs and fairies, so he's able to build up the fairies on the bench.
Well, no,
Kinda
you
like
don't
we saw him do.
attack with. You attack with the Rainbow Force. So against Jolteon,
I guess I was setting it up as like how he had his field last game, where there were
yeah.
quite a few fairy energies, but didn't really have a whole bunch of Pokemon, so just as another out, different attack, being able to break
Let's see what you're trying to do.
thinking outside the box.
Alright, so a double colorless and then an
Attachment
N
and
for
N.
James.
James probably looking for those Joltics now.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Max Elixir. Ooh, he got them both back.
Yeah, he did. And we see one. He's not even going to bother looking at the rest right now because he's got that other one and wants to keep up this pace. Probably feeling pretty good taking that first aim.
Oh, he just even discards it. He doesn't need it anymore.
Oh,
There's already 3 energy on the bench. Anyways, it's fine. Gets that Hoopa. Guy's gonna be able to do a lot of damage. Hoopa for like Volcanion, Flygon, and Shaman.
so look through. Looks like maybe he may have prized some of his EXs that he's looking for.
That would not be good at all.
No.
Yeah, losing 2.
Grabbing the Shaman and the Flygon. Sadly, the Shaman not going to be able to help that Rainbow Force, seeing as there's already one on the bench.
Yeah. And with that, I think he might be short if he gets a Flipstone. I'm gonna try to do math again, so bear with me, guys. But 30 for the Xerneas, 30 for the Shaman, 60, 30 for the Hoopa, it's 90, 30 for the Flygon, it's 120. Yeah, so if he would have had the Volcanium, then maybe he could have done 180.
But sadly, it looked like that's what he was kind of searching for. But he also he
130,
wasn't
I
able to get a
forgot
Skyfield
the 10
either.
Xerneas. Yeah, no Skyfield at all. See, Trainer's Mill for the Parallel City. Okay. This is what Roan needs.
And then
The
it's
Sycamore.
Road checking to see if that was an energy or a float zone.
And then, is he able to knock out this active Xerneas? That is 120, right? And I think it's doing 140.
Yeah, but it's doing 40, so it will be hitting for the 120 right now. Even with resistance, it will knock it out.
Yeah. Alright, so now James has nothing. Double colorless there. He had to discard the Maxilister last turn.
There we go. A Skyfield to get rid of the parallel. And we're going to see most likely a Sycamore after the special recharge trying to draw into some Pokemon to get on the bench. Maybe even another Elixir. See if we can't get that Xerneas to the bench going.
Also needs a Floatstone to get the Bug-On out of the active.
He does play 2, so it's possible he can find it. He does also play the 1 escape rope.
Xerneas break. Get a little more HP for you. That way, he needs a bigger Utah. It looks like just the pass here. Yeah. Okay, Roan finally gets that Trubbish down. Hopefully to How's the sound? Working now?
You got it back? Awesome.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, we've been talking for a while to ourselves, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. We see there James misses the elixir. Rowan being pretty excited about that.
Yeah, there's nothing James can really do. He's lost every single Pokemon.
Yeah, James just
Yeah.
goes ahead, concedes, and we're actually going to move on to a game 3.
All right. Game 3. It's also on a time crunch because we need to check out of our hotel at 12:30.
Yes.
Let's hope this does not take 30 minutes. If so, I would probably have to leave a little halfway through Game 3.
Can we get it? Can you guys hear us now? Let us
Alright.
know in the chat if you can still hear us.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be going to the room to pack up, and Travis will be solo for this Game 3 of Juniors Finals.
And we do see it. James went ahead and went ahead with. He started the Hoopa, but he does have that float stone in hand, so he's going to attempt to get this Xerneas going, but it doesn't look like he has too much more draw power. He does have his Ultra Ball, but he'll have to get rid of that one escape rope he has. Oh, he decides to keep the escape rope instead of getting rid of the Parallel City with that Skyfield in his hand. Ryan's actually going to come over and join me for this last juniors match, while Jeremy does have to run up to our room and needs to start packing. He'll be back though for the master final rounds. How's it going, Ryan?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's been a pretty eventful morning. We got to see some more fun decks. I don't think we showed anything with Rainbow Road.
No, we
yesterday.
didn't have a Rainbow Road yesterday. Almost all day yesterday, and then for the few matches we've seen today, we've seen Evital have it or on stream a few times, but that just like proves the power of the deck.
It really does.
We talk about how it's one of the best decks in format constantly. Different variants perform differently, obviously, but at its core, Evital is just such a strong card.
It is, and it's been like that for so long too. And in this format, you just see a huge explosion of so many people playing the Evital Garbodor variants, you know. And it's those small differences that give it the edge in like the mirror match or in a certain matchup. And on the other side, James, I actually really enjoy watching a deck like this. It really takes advantage of those new dual type cards.
Yep.
Seeing as the Xerneas does more damage times the number of different type on the bench.
Right. And we see there that James luckily was able to get his Volcanion this game. Wasn't left in the prizes, which is awesome for him because it does count as that dual typing. This start for James looking much better than the last one. Like I said, he did have that Koopa active, but it does have the Float Stone on it. And without any tool removal, he'll be able to move that Koopa around at his leisure. We see Roan hit that Max Elixir, building up that Evital on the bench, but he's just going to go ahead and pass it back over to James, who now has the Joltik down, which is going to be great. Could possibly find a Galvantula. The Parallel City, I was mistaken from earlier. I actually think, yeah, it's James's Parallel City, so he was able to set it down, preventing Roan from playing his Parallel City, restricting his bench. Great play by James. He knows he doesn't need all 8 slots filled with his Pokemon. As long as he doesn't have to discard his slots, he should be, fine and in the clear. So he was able to find that only Parallel City he plays in his deck that first turn, making sure his bench is going to stay full of all the different typings he needs. And he's just going to be able to now start taking knockouts like you see there on that Breakthrough Yveltal.
Which is actually a really cool play. Someone that will play a Parallel City in their own deck, so for the fact that
it can't be
the
countered.
opponent can't.
Yep, that's you can't counter Parallel City with Parallel City, even if you want to flip the directions. So being able to play your own and make sure you control the Parallel City in your favor, definitely an amazing play. We do see the DC go down on that Yveltal EX. It's making a nice large attack on that Xerneas. Going to be able to knock it out even with the resistance. But James has another Xerneas in his hand ready to go. He hits that Elixir. Now he's just going to go... I'm actually not sure what's in the rest of his hand. Hopefully he has a way to try to find that DCE to keep it going. He does have the VS Seeker. But sadly, Roan had the Lysander, was able to get it off the bench, and now James is left without an attacker. But we do see here the Super Rods throwing one of those Galvantulas back, an Energy and a Xerneas again, trying to maybe get back to the ability to attack. But he doesn't have another Xerneas in hand, sadly. But we are going to see an in.
Yep. and that's gonna put Roan down by a few cards, and of course give James back his 5.
mod our
Alrighty, guys, we are back here with the second place regional, Dallas Regionals, Junior Division. James, how are you feeling about, how'd you feel going into the matchup?
I felt like I had a pretty good matchup against Eveltal, but Rowan's a really good player, and I think personally it was about a 50-50 matchup, but player-wise, Rowan was definitely had the advantage.
Had you played him earlier on in the tournament, or was this the first time you played the Rainbow Road?
I played him in the last round of the tournament, but I ID'd to him, so I didn't really get to see much of his list.
And then what else did you lose, or how was your record going into top 8?
I was 5-1. I lost to a Dark Eveltal player who I should have won the game. I had VS Secret hand for Lysander for the game, but I sycamored my hand away, and that was my last VS Secret, so I lost.
All right. Out of what you've seen, what was you just got second place. Did you decide to play that deck? Have you been playtesting with it a lot, or did you know the matchup very well, or?
I started playing it about 2 days before the tournament had started. I tried practicing against Gardevoir, against Eveltal. That was pretty much it. So I knew if I faced something rogue, I probably wouldn't have that good of a chance. But
yeah. Well, cool.
I played it and expanded at Dallas and Philadelphia and did pretty well there. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on second place. That's so awesome. How many championship points are you at now?
I believe 550.
Wow, that's awesome. So early in the season too. Well, awesome. Thank you for coming on. Congratulations on second place again. And we will see you later.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Cool. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We are here with the junior regional champion of Dallas right now. How are you feeling coming out of that?
Good.
Yeah. So I have to ask. They're calling you the Beast. Why are they calling you the Beast?
I don't know.
Really? I heard something about how many championship points do you have?
1,600.
1,600. Have you ever heard of anybody having that many championship points? No? So going into the matchup, how did you feel about it?
Not that good.
Not that good? Why's that?
I just don't like playing against Rainbow Road.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it so with the matchup, it seemed like you were doing pretty well. You were able to get pretty much everything you needed in that last game, right?
Yeah.
Like seeing what's your strategy when you're going up against something like that?
I just want to set up an Yveltal that can one-shot Exodus
Uh-huh.
and Fight Night.
Yeah.
Then she uses.
Did you have any other problems with Rainbow Road or even Gavantula? Because that's a pretty big Pokemon in that matchup. Did you face any of them in Swiss or your other rounds? No. So this is the first time you've ever played it, or have you play tested with it before?
I don't play test with it, but I've played it before.
Yeah.
I played against it.
Okay. So are you going to any other tournaments? Obviously, you're going to Worlds and Nationals.
I think I'm going to Anaheim.
Anaheim? Well, awesome. It was awesome having you on here. Congratulations again on being the Dallas champion. And we will be right back to you guys with more rounds. I believe we're going to do our last round of top 32 up here, and then starting top 8 for Masters. See you then.